Hi Change Checkers, today I'm going to talk to you all about the A to Z of Great Britain 10p coins and which ones are the ones you need to be looking out for in your change. So these coins were released back in 2018 and they really did cause quite a stir in the collecting world. In fact, to this day, collectors are still hunting down these coins and I myself are yet to come across one in my own change. But when you take a look at the mintage figures, they are particularly rare. So in 2018, just 220,000 of each coin design were released into circulation. So that's only just a little bit less rare than that Kew Gardens 50p, so the UK's rarest coin in circulation. In 2019, another 2.1 million coins were released overall, but this still means that the coins are particularly rare. Now, we've recently updated the Change Checker Scarcity Index, and this shows you exactly which ones you should be looking out for. We look at the mintage figures, plus the information from our swap centre, so how many times the coin has been listed and how many times it's been requested to swap, to give you an overall picture of how sought after the coins in your change really are. So let's take a look at the top 5 A to Z 10p's that are on our Scarcity Index. So we'll work through the coins in reverse order, and in number 5, the 5th most sought after A to Z 10p currently in circulation is the F for Fish and Chips 10p. Now this really is a whimsical design. It's got a whole plate of fish and chips on a 10p, which is absolutely amazing. It's definitely one for the foodies out there. And of course, fish and chips, they really are a staple of any British diet, a seaside treat. And of course, this really had to be the F design, or at least I think so. I don't know about you guys. So this is number 5 on our list. It is pretty sought after, so if you're lucky enough to have one in your collection, then well done, give yourself a big pat on the back. Something interesting about fish and chips is that actually the very first chippy was opened in 1860, but there's still to this day a big debate over exactly where it was that the first chip shop was opened. Now let's move on to the next on our list and see which coin is the 4th most sought after. So next up we have the letter W for World Wide Web, and it was back in 1989 that British computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee actually invented the internet. So he created this whole universal space which anyone anywhere could use. And where would we be right now if we didn't have the internet, if we couldn't connect with the people we love? It's a hugely important part of all of our everyday lives. And it's thanks to that British scientist that we do have the internet. So of course, it's a really fitting design to have on the 10p. If you haven't seen this design before, it actually looks a little bit like a spider's web, so it's definitely got people guessing. But I really think that that's the fun of these coins, is that you don't always know exactly what they represent. You've got to kind of figure it out. And I think that choosing the World Wide Web is a great design for this coin. But let us know if you've been lucky enough to find this one, because of course it is the 4th most sought after coin in circulation at the moment for those A to Z 10p's. Now let's move on to the 3rd A to Z 10p on our list. So 3rd on our list is a personal favourite of mine. It is the R for Robin 10p. I'm probably a little bit biased on that one. So the robin redbreast is the UK's favourite bird that can be seen all year round. But of course, during Christmas time, it does look so beautiful to see a robin against a frosty and snowy backdrop. And that's what we can see on this A to Z 10p. Now this is the 3rd most sought after 10p that you can see in your change at the moment. And in terms of seeing robins out and about, I've actually been getting out in nature quite a lot at the moment, and on my daily walks I've seen quite a lot of robins, but I am yet to see an R A to Z 10p in my change. So let us know in the comments below if you've been lucky enough to find one of those, and we'll swiftly move on to the 2nd most sought after A to Z 10p. So we're almost at the top of our list, and next we come to possibly the most quintessentially British of all of the A to Z 10p's. Of course, this is a cup of tea with 1 spoonful of sugar. That's how I like it anyway. And this one has been a really popular design with collectors. That steaming mug of tea really does just sing home Great Britain all day long. And if you have that coin in your collection, then you're very lucky, because this is obviously a very sought after design. But did you know that Britain has actually been one of the biggest consumers of tea since the 18th century, drinking up to 165 million cups of tea every single day, and that's according to the UK Tea and Infusions Association. Now we're going to come on to the top spot next, so prepare yourself. So you're about to find out exactly which A to Z 10p is currently the most sought after coin in circulation. And so in top spot on the Change Checker Scarcity Index, it comes as no surprise to see that the most sought after A to Z 10p that you can find in your change at the moment is the N for NHS 10p. The National Health Service was a hugely ambitious project initiated in 1948 to bring good healthcare to all, and it's actually world renowned as one of the best healthcare provisions. I think it's fair to say that especially during this time, the NHS is playing a vital role to keep us all safe and well during the coronavirus pandemic. So it is only fitting that this A to Z 10p has grown in popularity. So whether it's to give to an NHS worker as a thank you for all the hard work they're doing right now, or if it's for your own collection, this really does act as a memento and a reminder not only of the strength, support and bravery of the staff of the NHS, but also Britain as a whole and how we've come together during these really difficult times. And so now you know the top 5 A to Z 10p's that you should be looking out for in your change. We do update the Change Checker Scarcity Index every quarter, so it's a really great way to see how things have moved around and which coins in circulation are the ones that are most sought after. Now, I think all that's left to say is a big thank you to everyone for watching, and remember, if you do like these videos and you want to see more of them, make sure you hit that bell and subscribe to our channel to watch more of them.